So welcome, lovely to see all of you. And we're going to start with the Vajra armor practice, but I'd like to first just have you reflect on your motivation. You may have set a motivation earlier in the morning. Let's just reestablish that, considering how we could be of the most benefit to all living beings. The best way for us to do that is to become a Buddha ourselves. So along the way, until we get there, we try to help people as much as possible, but with that bigger inspiration to become fully enlightened, because then we could benefit all living beings. So really for that purpose, we're going to be doing this practice session. Excuse me. So please take a moment and just set your motivation, just directing your energy in the most positive way. And we're going to begin with the Vajra armor mantra, and I'll just describe. So if you visualize the dark blue, black Vajrapani in the space in front of you, he's standing with his feet stretched out on a lotus and a sun. He's a few feet in front of you, slightly higher than the level of your forehead. He's holding a Vajra and a snake lasso, and his whole body is complete with the glorious ornaments of the charnel grounds. He stands amidst a blazing transcendental wisdom fire. And imagine as we recite the mantra, which I'll put in the chat, imagine from his body, here we go, come out fire Garudas, iron scorpions, black pigs, wind, fire, and noxious vapors of poison are emitted like violent winds and hailstorms coming out of all the pores of his body. Imagine them going to the entire planet, destroying all disease, epidemics, spirit harms, interferers. Imagine them also coming over, dissolving into our crown, washing away all of that and any potential to get the COVID virus, any illnesses you have now, any imbalances at all, body and mind. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe nimbar shignagan and tayata, sarva verita hana hana vajre nareke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe nimbar shignagan and tayata, sarva verita hana hana vajre nareke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe nimbar shignagan and tayata, sarva verita Ana vajrina reke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe, nemparshig nagan and tayata. Sarva verita ana vajrina reke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe, nemparshig nagan and tayata. Sarva verita ana vajrina reke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe, nemparshig nagan and tayata. Sarva verita hana vajrena reke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe, nemparshig nagan and tayata. Sarva verita hana vajrena reke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe, nemparshig nagan and tayata. Sarva verita hana vajrena reke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe, nemparshig nagan and tayata. Sarva verita hana vajrena reke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe, nemparshig nagan and tayata. Sarva verita hana vajrena reke reke soha. Om benza pe, om pema shavari pe, nemparshig nagan and tayata. Sarva verita hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shavari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shavari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shavari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shabari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shabari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shabari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shavari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shavari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shavari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. Hom benza pe om pema shavari pe nembar shig nagan and tayata sarva vedita. Hana hana vajrena reke reke soha. So if you'd like, you could put your hand over your mouth. And as you exhale, imagine the air is going up your nose, continuing the purification. As it's such a powerful mantra, if you have anything to drink, blow on the surface of that a few times, again, because we've just recited this very powerful mantra. Then you can take a few sips and feel the purification. So we're going to go to the black Manjushri, and you can imagine that the Vajrapani in the space in front dissolves into emptiness. And it's from that wisdom, from that emptiness, that black Manjushri arises on the crown of your head, about 6 inches in height, facing the same direction as you. Looks like this. He's standing, holding the sword that Manjushri holds to cut delusion. And this is a form of Manjushri that is about eliminating disease. So there's his mantra, and it's a similar visualization of the light rays going out from his pores of his body, going to the removing all disease from the planet, especially the COVID virus, and also descending through our crown and helping lift any imbalance we have, body or mind, helping to eliminate that as we recite this mantra. Om taso, chuser, tertaser, termiso, ningo la chokala ja, kasha jamdram kam shamdram bepe soha. Om taso, chuser, tertaser, termiso, ningo la chokala ja, kam shamdram bepe soha. Om taso, chuser, tertaser, termiso, ningo la chokala ja, kam shamdram bepe soha. Om taso chuser ter taso ter miso ningo la chokala ja kam sham drambe pe soha. Om taso chuser ter taso ter miso ningo la chokala ja kam sham drambe pe soha. Om taso chuser ter taso ter miso ningo la chokala ja kam sham drambe pe soha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. Om taso chuso tur taso tur miso ningo la choka la ja kam jam jam be pe so ha. So just imagine the black manjushri over top your crown. Just feel you've definitely decreased any imbalances, any illnesses in your body and mind. And the black manjushri slowly dissolves from the edges into the center of that visualization, to a radiant drop of light. Imagine the drop melting into your crown. Just feel all the purification and all the blessings of his holy body, speech, and mind. We're going to turn to some of the prayers. Whoops, sorry, wrong one. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, you can see. Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you. This is the swift fulfillment of wishes and dependence on the great Jetson Tsongkhapa. Namo Guru, supreme embodiment of the wisdom and compassion of all the victorious ones of the three times, manifesting as a monk wearing the three saffron robes, the spontaneous, exalted wisdom Dharmakaya, possessing the five bodies, 2 Jetson Losang drop, I make request. Please bless me that my wishes be swiftly fulfilled. With a nature primordially pure, clear light, uninterrupted natural expression of the complete Sambhogakaya, great being who unifies body and mind, 2 Jetson Losang drop, I make request. Please bless me that my wishes be swiftly fulfilled. Displaying an array of manifold Nirmanakaya emanations appropriate to the limitless living beings, equaling the expanse of space, 2 Jetson Losang drop, I make request. Please bless me that my wishes be swiftly fulfilled. Through the power of having made single-pointed requests to you, may all the unfortunate natural manifestations of the degenerate age illness, famine, quarreling, epidemic disease, graha spirits, interferers, and so forth, be pacified. Then when I request that the excellent collection of conducive conditions increase, please bless me that my wishes be swiftly fulfilled. Having completely cleared away the darkness of ignorance and confusion and fully developed the illumination of supreme intelligence, virtuous friend who causes the 100-petaled lotus of the scriptural tradition to bloom, the sun radiating benefit and happiness, to you I make request. Please bless me that my wishes be swiftly fulfilled. Since I and others, the assembly of faithful disciples, have no other Lord of refuge to turn to for hope, when we make requests in all the 6 sessions of day and night, please bless us that the Guru's blessings may enter our minds. Also at the end of this life, may I see you, glorious Losang Drakpa, along with your retinue, and immediately have a vision of you saying reassuringly, Son, go to the celestial realm of Tushita. Care for me with your compassion, precious Guru. Please bless me that my wishes be swiftly fulfilled. So next week, we're not gonna do that prayer, that practice. The reason is Rinpoche seems to be stressing more of the Thangtong Gyalpo. So I thought to try to, this is the one that, the next one that we're gonna do, that Rinpoche's kind of having a focal point. So I thought this way we could do this one maybe a couple of times, if that's okay with everybody. This is the blessed prayer known as liberating Sakya from disease. All sentient beings, my mothers, who are infinite like space, go for refuge to the precious Guru Buddha. We go for refuge to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. We go for refuge to the assembly of gurus, yidams, and dakinis. We go for refuge to the empty clarity of our own minds, the Dharmakaya. And as we recite the mantra Mani Padme Hung, as much as you can gaze upon this image of Mahasiddha Thangtong Gyalpo, that's great. Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme Hum. And just feel your heart opening so much with compassion, that connection with Mahasiddha Thangtong Gyalpo. We'll continue on the actual prayer. May all the diseases that sadden the minds of sentient beings that result from karma and temporary conditions, such as the harms of graha spirits, illnesses, and the bhutas, not occur in the realms of the world. May whatever sufferings there are from life-threatening diseases that, like a butcher leading an animal to be slaughtered, separate the body from the mind in a mere instant, not occur in the realms of the world. May all embodied beings be unharmed by acute, chronic, and other epidemic diseases, the mere sounds of whose names terrify beings, as though they have been placed inside the mouth of Yama, the Lord of Death. May all embodied beings be unharmed by the 80,000 classes of interferers, the 360 evil spirits that harm suddenly, the 424 diseases, and so forth. May whatever sufferings there are due to disturbances of the four elements, depriving the body and mind of every happiness, be totally pacified. And may the body and mind have radiance and power and be endowed with long life, good health, and well-being. By the compassion of the gurus and the three jewels, by the power of the dakinis, dharma protectors and guardians, by the power of the truth of the infallibility of karma and its results, may all these dedications and prayers be fulfilled. This is the words of truth pacifying the danger of weapons. Om Mani Padme Hum. Great loving victorious one, Arya sublime compassionate eye looking one, wrathful victorious Hayagriva, perfect pure Tara, and so forth. Objects of refuge whose holy names eliminates all dangers upon mere hearing, who are compassionate in nature, please pay attention to me. When the sentient being of the times of quarreling and a flourishing of the 5 degenerations, or tormented by fighting and intense suffering, from the explosion of a great ocean of evil karma and jealousy, please dry this ocean up by the strength of your transcendental wisdom and compassion. Also by letting fall a great nectar rain of loving kindness on the transmigrating beings whose hatred is a blazing fire. Please grant your blessings for happiness and auspiciousness to increase by their recognizing each other as being like parents. Through your defeating the multitude of vicious evil spirits who by entering someone's mental continuum, change it instantly into the mind of an asura. From now on, may they never roam in this region. Please also cause all the sentient beings who have died in war from now on to abandon all evil karma, the cause and result, and be miraculously reborn in blissful land. Please also lead all others to that pure land. Please cause all those who are born and die to have long lives and not have sicknesses, to stop all their quarreling and fighting, and to enjoy a life in the 10 virtues. Please make rain fall at the right time, harvest to always be good, and auspiciousness to increase in all habitats and for all inhabitants. By the ultimate reality, which is pure in nature, unbetraying cause and result, which has that ultimate reality, and the compassionate guru, mind, sealed deity, and rare sublime ones, may my pure and extensive prayers be accomplished. And this is a request to pacify the fear of famine. Having generated the mind aspiring to the highest supreme enlightenment, in order to truly liberate all infinite living beings, you, the compassionate victorious one, completed the 2 accumulations. The assemblies of guiding Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, hearers, Pratyeka Buddhas, Gurus, Yidams, Dakinis, and Dharma guardians of the 10 directions. Yaksha wealth gods, the lords of treasures, along with your retinues. Think of these protectorless living beings of the degenerate times with love. And then, in order to truly protect these embodied beings who are tormented by the sufferings of hunger, thirst, and poverty, let fall a rain of whatever attractive enjoyments are needed: jewels, food, wealth, grains, bedding, and so forth on this world's land of snows. Please pacify the harms of the 4 elements: untimely wind, fire, drought, rain, floods, and so forth. And may nourishing grains from crops, harvests, and so forth ripen and increase like they do during the age of completion. By the force of having made extensive requests with strong entreaties through the force of love and compassion, may the eon of sickness, fighting, and famine be pacified, and may we possess a happy long life free from illness. Through the great compassion of the victorious ones and their children, and the force of the infallible truth of cause and effect. May the teachings of the victorious one spread and increase, and may all living beings swiftly attain the highest enlightenment. So before we do the dedication prayers, we're going to have some mantras from His Holiness of the Green Tara Mantra. I'd also like to really dedicate this and all of these prayers as well to all the people suffering from the fires on the West Coast in Washington, Oregon, and California, and especially to protect our big retreat property called Shine Land, Land of Calm Abiding. The Dolan fire is near there, and it's they may have to evacuate. So it's not that there's a lot of people there, but there are retreat cabins there, and a dear friend of mine is there and running the place. And then it's just been horrible. I have many friends that one of them nearly thought she was going to die the other day in Oregon, got stuck in between fire. So for all these people, let's try to eliminate all that all over the planet and all the wars and all the suffering like that. I'm just going to find this from His Holiness. This is His Holiness again, giving the oral transmission of so spreading those taras from her heart all over the world, eliminating all obstacles from anything beneficial happening. Om tare tutare ture soha. Om tare tutare ture soha. Om tare tutare ture soha. We're going to do the dedication prayers. May the precious Supreme Bodhicitta not yet born arise. May that arisen not decline, but increase more and more. However many sick sentient beings there are, may they quickly be freed from all sicknesses. May all the sicknesses, without exception, of transmigratory beings never occur again. In all my lives never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma by completing the qualities of the grounds and paths. May I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. By the force of the victorious one, Tsongkhapa, acting as our direct Mahayana virtuous friend in all our lives, may we never turn away for even a second from the pure path highly admired by the victorious ones. Like the earth, water, fire, and wind, medicines, and monastery firewood, may it always be enjoyed by all sentient beings as they like and without resistance. May I cherish all sentient beings. Oops. Of course, now this page comes up. Here we go. May I cherish all sentient beings like my own. May I cherish them much more than myself. May all their negative karma ripen on me. May all my virtue ripen on them. As long as any sentient being has not been liberated from samsara, may I abide in samsara to help them, even though I could achieve highest enlightenment. Due to all the past, present, and future merits collected by me, the numberless Buddhas, and the numberless sentient beings, which are completely empty of existing from their own side, may I, whom completely empty of existing from my own side, achieve the state of full enlightenment, which is completely empty of existing from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are completely empty of existing from their own side to that state which is completely empty of existing from its own side, by myself alone, whom completely empty of existing from my own side. I fully dedicate all these virtues to be able to train just like the hero Manjushri who knows reality, and just like Samantabhadra as well. And the last page. the wish-granting, wish-fulfilling, I fully dedicate all my roots of virtue with the dedication praise is the best, by all the gone beyond victorious ones of the 3 times in order to have good conduct. The wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, to the incomparably kind Tenzin Gyatso I beseech, may all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the 3 sublime ones, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. I'd also like to dedicate to Peter Kay, who is in Vermont, dying of pancreatic cancer, for Norma Harris, who is in my area, who has stage 4 colon cancer, and for Kathleen Raffat, who is in San Diego, who had major surgery 2 days ago. She's doing well, and for cancer, so may she have a full, swift recovery and no more cancer. May the tests come back that it has not spread. And for all the other beings around the planet suffering, could they be released from the suffering instantly? And may we be able to, in the United States, if it's possible, to elect more enlightened leadership this November. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. It's lovely to see all of you. There are some other programs coming up. It's on my website. Wishing you all the best of the weekend, wherever you are.
Thank you, Venerable Amy.
Thank you. Peggy, it looks like you're in heaven. You've got this sunlight streaming across your screen. It's very nice. Thank you so much. It looks like Sondru, it looks like is next. So lovely to see you, Sondru.